Yo, what's up, everyone? It's your boy, Real Will, here with a very interesting reaction video. I've been posting a little bit about Maga Jackson, and he shared this video, and he said, "Man, can you react to it? This has nothing to do with no politics, but I'm a big Jackson 5 fan. I grew up, in the 80s. I guess I was born in the 80s." But I really don't know much about Jermaine Jackson. Everybody know Michael or Tito, but Jermaine Jackson, I really didn't know much about. But this is something about Whitney Houston and Jermaine Jackson, actor and secret love child. So is Maga Jackson saying he's the baby? It's gonna be very interesting. I don't know. Let's react to it.
Whitney Houston's affair with Jermaine Jackson happened in 1984 when Andre Vann aka Gepetto Jackson aka King Ahki was born.
Hold on. That's him. Okay.
Whitney Houston made a hit song called Saving All My Love for You, which was about having an affair with a married man. Whitney even hired a Jermaine Jackson look-alike for the song's video. He's playing the song of Whitney's producer, which Jermaine was in real life. It is mentioned by private sources that the king of pop, Michael Jackson, knew about the relationship between Jermaine Jackson and Whitney Houston. Sources also share that at the time Whitney Houston wanted a child, so she went to her friend at the time Leola Brown, who was Bobby Brown's sister, and asked for a surrogate mother to carry the baby for her.
There's a lot going on.
The lady's name that carried the child was Kimberly Vann. Andre Vann was born September 25, 1984.
That's him. That's the guy I'm reacting to. All right. I'm getting a little confused now. Andre Vann. That is the guy, the Michael Jackson guy and all that. So I'm trying this little lighting. I don't like it because the shadows on my white shirt probably. But I like the like you in the interrogation room type of interview feel, cinematic, I guess.
In Boston, Massachusetts, and was kept in care by the birth mother up to the age 12. This is when he found out who his parents were and was too young to stomach the news. Although he was completely devastated, Kimberly enrolled him into public school so that he would be able to live a normal life and away from the spotlight. However, Vann decided to drop out of high school since he couldn't deal with not being able to have a life with his real parents. And after years of trying to find his true calling, Vann finally found his path to success. With natural talent coming from both parents, he put together an EPK called Gepetto Jackson EPK.
So is this all right. Maga Jackson. Is this you? I know that's you. But how's all this tying into you? Are you saying you're the secret love child? Interesting.
Hey. This is where he was first seen around the Jacksons inside the Havenhurst compound. His manager at the time was Alejandra Oziaza and LaWanda Lane, which was both Jermaine Jackson's ex-wives. During the behind-the-scenes video of the clothing line named Candy Fresh ran by the late Kim Porter, the significant other of mogul Sean P. Diddy Combs, Jermaine Jackson's son Joffer Jackson wore the clothing line to the Nickelodeon Choice Awards along with his brothers Your Majesty, Randy Jackson Dante. The eye raiser came when Vann recorded in the studio with Michael Jackson's alleged son B. Howard on a song called Asian Girls around the time.
Alright. Listen, Maga Jackson. Is it Maga or Maga? I don't know if I'm saying it right or wrong. I hear some people say Maga, I hear some people say Maga. Which one is it? I don't freaking know. Anyway it go, we all know what it means.
Michael Jackson's alleged son B. Howard on a song called Asian Girls around the time Brandon was touring in Japan. As time further passed, Vann had took his career down to Tampa, Florida, where he would work with locals and received large amounts of income because of his music industry political ties. And during that time, he was contacted by a Jackson family member to reunite with his father Jermaine Jackson's book signing, where he met with a local Indian lady who was a Jackson fan. They exchanged phone numbers and eventually the lady invited him over to share his life story. And being that the lady was an Indian, he felt she was loyal enough to keep his secrets. She then offered to invest in him by investing $20,000 to aid in helping him in pursuing his career. Vann promised to pay her back when the project was completed. Later,
man, if this is true, or if it's false, this man put a lot of work in to get this message across the board not across the board, but he did a lot of work to get this message out to brand himself, which is awesome, which is super awesome. But this is a little lost child.
Vann took a flight to California where he first worked with Jackie Jackson's son, Siggy Deals Jackson, on a song entitled Justice Will Be Served. During that time, Conrad Murray was on trial regarding the death of the king of pop Michael Jackson. Siggy later denied that Vann was family. Vann also worked on a song with Randy Jackson's daughter Genevieve Jackson on a song that he co-wrote called Tell Me, which led to calling him the hottest new producer. Vann had achieved the success he had told the investor he would complete, but Vann needed more money in order to finish the project, so he asked the lady for more and she agreed. Little did Vann know flying into Connecticut would be the first time he would be exposed to the media and discredited as a Jackson family member. The lady had set him up and landed him in handcuffs in 2011. Vann was released
so this is where, like, if you pay attention to the last song I dropped when he said he went to jail, this is where he went to jail. Why did he go to jail? So he flew to Connecticut. I think he was born in Connecticut.
Vann knew flying into Connecticut would be the first time he would be exposed to the media and discredited as a Jackson family member. The lady had set him up and landed him in handcuffs in 2011. Vann was released from the county jail and placed on restitution probation. It would be now where people could Google his name and see the scam allegations placed on his name. Vann took it amongst himself to fully embrace the family name by going by the artist's name Gepetto Jackson, which will be explained later in this story. When returning to Florida, Vann took it amongst himself not to return to California due to the allegations and explain his story through his lawyer. With a new life in Orlando, Florida, Vann started over with his new look going all the way into his jeans, looking just like his father Jermaine Jackson all the way down to the...
Bro, he do look like Jermaine. Hey, I don't know if this is true or false. I don't know if y'all are, going along with this story, but...
The hairstyle. Winning his way inside the Orlando Magic Arena, landing courtside seats as a season ticket holder, taking pictures with Marcus Jordan, Michael Jordan's son, and building a connection with the Latin community with Grammy-winning award singer, Olga Tañón. In a video she shouted him out a sold-out concert in the House of Blues, translating into Spanish that he was the nephew of Michael Jackson. Vann aka Gepetto Jackson took on acts in the Latin community to manage and acts from out of state. When money was generated, Vann forgot one thing, and that was to create a legit LLC company to protect himself. Accepting money from those who wouldn't know would turn their backs on him when the media came back to target him. People began to search up the name Andre Vann aka Gepetto Jackson after seeing him courtside at an Orlando Magic basketball game and ran across mugshots that landed him with both civil and criminal suits.
That's crazy.
The first news clip hindered as relationships in the state of Florida, causing him to fully move back to Massachusetts. After relocating back to...
He doing there's a lot going on right now in a short period of time right now, man. There's a whole lot going on in a short period of time, man.
Massachusetts, Vann aka Gepetto spent most of his time promoting his name by selling CDs and going back to the old ways that artists used to do to get their names back up, because he had lost so much revenue from the slander. Always having to explain himself through meetings and social affairs. Once again, Vann aka Gepetto Jackson trusts a local lady from Worcester, Massachusetts to fund him, and because she finds the slander online of his past, she reports it to the news in Massachusetts. Hank's investigation. Hanks even surprised him at his court date for an update on paying his restitution. No warrant was placed. The slander and defamation
That's him. That's crazy. Dude, what if he's really the lost child?
Vann aka Gepetto Jackson taking a trip to see his surrogate mother's childhood best friend and Whitney Houston's sister-in-law Leola Brown in Atlanta. Knowing Vann had a court date appearance in Connecticut to report for his hearing, he needed a breather to relax and spend time away from the press. Leola was happy to see him and gladly took on the paparazzi in Georgia, letting it be known that she was Vann's adopted mother, and that his mother was classified information. Whitney Houston and Jermaine Jackson affair and...
Alright, listen, we're going to do 2 parts of this, y'all. I don't want this to be a long video. So this is part 1. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, man. This is about to be very interesting. This is our brother. This is the king of Maga or Maga, whatever. I don't know which one it is. I'll be hearing different ones, but the king of R&B in the Maga movement. So get ready for part 2. Like, share, and subscribe. Let's go.